Hello friends, welcome back to the tutorial. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about final keyword in Java. So final keyword is a keyword which is used to have achieve certain functionality to our code. So let us see what are the features of final keyword. So the first one is to understand is if you use the final keyword before a variable, then that variable will not be, we cannot change the variable's value after it is initialized. So if you declare a variable as final, that means it will work like a constant. You can change only what initialize it only. You can never change the value once it is initialized. So that's how final variables will work. So usually Java constants are declared using final and static. So that is the way of declaring constants in Java. Next thing is the final when we use the finally in a method. So if you before the method name if you use final, then that method cannot be overridden. So if there is an inheritance relationship and we are overriding the particular you are trying to override the particular method, then that method will not get overridden. It will throw an error. So that's how final variable final in play in the in front of the method. If we use how it will behave is like that. So next one which we need to understand is final classes. So if you use final keyword before the class name, then that class will be final, which means that you cannot extend that particular class. So you cannot have an inheritance relationship on that particular class. That class will be the final class. If there is a hierarchy, if there is a multi-level inheritance, then that class will be the final class. You cannot extend the particular class. So the final classes are used everywhere to make sure that you don't inherit the particular class and create a subclass like that should not be created for those classes. You will use the particular final keyword in front of the class name. So that's it about the theoretical knowledge which we need to understand about final keyword. So let us see some practical programs based on it. Now let us see a program based on final keyword in Java. So final keyword we seen how to use final keyword in this lecture we will see. So here is a class which is final. So we can declare final class as final like this. So this means that you cannot extend this class. So if you try to create a subclass extended relationship with this class, it will compiler will throw an error stating that this final class cannot be extended like that it will throw. And next thing which is this class has id and name and another constant field college. So this is a final field. So if you declare a final variable, you can initialize it once in the constructor. So if in the constructor part we can initialize it once, and we can provide the particular value of the particular field, or either you can directly initialize it when you declare it. At that time also you can initialize the final variable. So like that also you can provide. So after the constructor, now let us see a final method. So the print student method will print the student details. So this is a final method, which means that if you this is a final class, so you cannot extend this class. If this class was not final at that time, if you extend that class and create a subclass, that subclass will not get this method as an overridden method. So this will not be part of the inheritance relationship, this method. So this is a usage of final in front of a method. So here in this method, I am trying to access, if you see, I am trying to access the final variable and again reset the value, but it is not possible. The compiler will throw an error stating that this final cannot be modified. This final field cannot be modified. So that's how this final method, final variable, and final class is working. Now let us see the output. In the main method, I simply printed the message, calling the particular message student method and then printing the message. Now let us see the output of this program. So here you can see the output has came, id, name, and college has been printed. So this is how final keyword is working. So in this lecture we are going through final keyword, how final keyword can be used in front of a variable, in front of a method, and in front of a class. So what are the features which will make. So thank you for watching this lecture. Please continue watching the series to learn more and grow your knowledge. Thank you for watching.